All right. Sorry for the delay in the training videos. This one's from a couple weeks back, and it was still warm enough in the Northeast to train outside without your shirt. So, only a few more of those. Definitely missing the warmer weather. And so, this is a session that I had to break up into two, so vertical pulling and vertical pushing, and it's a really important session for me because I think at the very end of this session, I ended up getting a small tweak in my upper trap, and I've had this problem for years, honestly. And I think I finally may have kind of figured out what the problem is. So essentially, when you look at these one arm chins that I'm working with, I think the pull is pretty decent, but if you look at it from the back angle, you'll see that at the top of the rep of the pull out, you can see when I flip around here, I'll try another rep and you can see. So first of all, my shoulders are rolled forward just to begin with. I have these like giant scaps and like wing scapula. I've been super self-conscious about it pretty much my whole life. But anyways, that's a whole another subject. But anyways, so I pull up here and you see as I pull to the very top, I roll my shoulders so far forward, and I think that is what is really causing my issues, and also makes me so weak in the pull up, because I feel like I'm not really engaging the muscle in my back. I'm really pulling with my arms and my traps essentially. So this was the pinnacle here. I think I was able to finish this session fine because I'm stupid and I like work through injuries. Like you should not do that. I'm like, my trap has been bugging me on and off now for like 3 weeks. But anyways, I started basically like reforming my whole pull up. So you'll see in the next few videos, I'm essentially going to try to fix my rounded shoulders in the pull up, which I feel like once you can open those shoulders will help on so many different levels. But anyways, it just reminded me of how important an injury can be. It's like in the beginning, all of us are really stubborn. We want to train, we want to keep going, we want to say, oh, it's nothing or whatever. But an injury can be so important in maybe an indicator of like, hey, you're doing this wrong or you should change this up essentially. And yeah, you see it again right there, right? Even when I lean forward with that two-handed grip, boom, I roll over the top there. And it's fine. It's not the worst problem in the world. But really what you want to do is open up that back. And I'm working on those arched back pull-ups essentially. There's this guy on YouTube like Roy Gold. This guy's like literally insane. His movement is beautiful. Everything's great. So I'm essentially kind of following his roadmap and doing a lot of scapular pulls and arched hang pulls. Y'all see in the next upcoming videos. But I really wanted to sort of make a point because I do feel like a lot of people have this problem in that you try so hard to engage with the pull-ups and you really can't engage. You see, you look at my back there, it's all upper back. There's no real engagement of the lats or anything like that. So I think that is a problem that needs to be fixed. And what do you do when you have a problem like that? You need to start from the beginning, fix the problem, and go back and fix your movement mechanics. If you're in this for the long haul, for the marathon, you got to fix it. You got to drop the ego and get back down to it. So you'll see in the next few videos, I'm going to document this journey and see if we can fix these rounded shoulders, and then hopefully it can help some other people. Yeah, I'm on paternity leave with my girls right now, so you can see my older one there, just doing pull-ups, crushing it. It's so awesome. I say this almost every video, but I would never trade this time that I have now, like, to be at a gym. It's just so much more fun to train with the family and hang out. Like, yeah, is it optimal or perfect? No, absolutely not, right? Like, am I fully locked in? No. But we're having fun, we're having a good time, and that's really kind of all that matters to me at the end of the day. So just keep that in mind, guys, that like you can incorporate your family like in the training. Like you don't have to be like, oh, dad's got to go downstairs for an hour or whatever, right? They can hang out with you. Like just expect that it's not going to be like perfect or what you're traditionally used to, but like maybe that's okay. Maybe workouts are not supposed to be like that once you're a dad. So you'll see at the end of this, I'm still working on that handstand push-ups. Man, it's so freaking hard. But I think it's getting better. It's like I said, it's a lifelong journey, right? I really am trying hard to enjoy the process of getting strong, because I kind of have this sentiment often. It's like, okay, once you get strong and jacked, like, then what? Like, are you going to be like happier? Probably not, but really, I mean, most things that I've like tried to achieve in my life, like, you know, kind of like medical school, high school, stuff like that, I think I thought that I was going to be a lot happier when I finished them. Like, oh, I've reached this pinnacle of my achievement. And like, turns out like after a little while, like even a couple months or something, you're kind of like, oh, what's the next thing? I think that's not necessarily bad. I don't think it's bad to reach for these goals and stuff like that. But if you don't take some time to like really enjoy what it means to get there, you're gonna reach it and you're gonna be like, okay, what's next? And it's sort of like this hedonic treadmill that you continue to run on for your entire life, and then you die. So it's just something to think about, that it's just like if you're so obsessed with the end result of like being aesthetic and being jacked and stuff like that, which all of us want to do that. That's most of the reason why most of us work out. Like I work to be strong for jujitsu and stuff like that, but a lot of it's like, you know, you just want to look cool, you want to look strong. Like it's both, right? And that's okay to admit that. But just keep this in mind when you're training. It's like it's fun. Find something that you like to do, work on it, and get a little bit better. Like realize that like the actual joy in training, like you're doing it right now in the moment. The joy is not like, oh, I'm so jacked after. At least for myself. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys. I'll probably do some reading from a couple good novels next week. Reading a great one by Stephen Pressfield. It's called Virtues of War. Absolutely fantastic. Great leadership lessons. So we'll get at that next time, and I'll keep you guys updated on that trap injury and fixing that back. Try to get those jack backs and rip those pull-ups. All right, see you guys soon.